Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to Grid Autosport. You know what time it is, I know what time it is. Ultimate Touring Car Championship time.
You did absolutely everything right.
We are gonna
have a
actually
look at your choices going forward.
go ahead with Lukamoli here.
Game and have an offer you should consider.
I don't really care about them. I want to go with Lukamoli. They're giving me more points and greater setup. So, obvious detail or decision here. I say detail, geez. But you can see we've got one cup race, got a couple double races with the V8 supercars. We have a cup race at Mount Panorama, and then we have 6 races with the Peugeot 408 SCB. And those are all going to be ones we'll do probably the first episode or two. So let's go. Alright, so we are on the outside. My teammate's going to push, and we're going to go ahead and get our rolling start. Nice run on the inside here. Brake a little bit, and the reason why is because of stuff like that. Alright, so let's very gingerly push around this track a little bit if we can. I went wide. These guys are gonna race each other. That's good for me. And beat and bang off each other, and then I'll probably be able to pull slightly ahead of them if I'm good enough. Okay, there we go. Nice, smooth. Try and come inside. So this corner to hairpin here, right before the finish line at the North Circuit. I just want to be careful. Don't leave that inside open. Jeez. It's bad if I do that. Come right inside and try and bump me out of the way. Alright, so again, up to the top of the hill, we'll brake a little bit just to make sure that we get through that corner alright. It's a very sharp corner. Oop. And I went off-road. That's no good. So I'm going to brake a little sooner. There we go. Need to brake around 100 meters and not at 75. You might not think that 25 meters makes a whole lot of difference, but it does. Oh, really? Okay, so apparently I drove over the white lines there. Alright, so go. Just want to check and make sure that those guys aren't right there. He hit me. He totally hit me. That's alright. Don't have any scratch. Yeah, I do have some scratches. Crap. Oh, I wanted to have a nice paint job for the finish here. Nice work. I'm sure the Raven West guys are right now breaking their fast lap. There we go. And move it off on the grass. Go. These are very tight in their steering. Teammates in 14th too. That's not going to be very. It's not going to be very helpful points wise, but I guess I got to carry the load here. Brake, 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 brake. A little late. So basically, I just got to make it 2 more laps around here. Just nice and smooth, nice and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, and now he's coming on the outside. That's fine. I'll let him come on the outside. Means he's got to try and cross underneath to get the pass on me, and I'm going to go ahead and take the preferred line through those corners. Another purple lap, which I'm sure it will beat. There we go. It's a lot nicer and smoother. There we go. Much better, much better. There we go. So these are basically your kind of your world touring car championship kind of cars. These are best of the best, very fast, very sleek. This is kind of a spec series though, because these are all wonderful Peugeots. And really, they don't And it's not Peugeot, for those of you who are wondering how to pronounce it. It's not how the French pronounce it, so it's not how I'm gonna pronounce it either. Okay. But really, they don't do a whole lot of racing anymore. I mean, Renault is kind of taken over as the French marquee for motorsport, which is kind of sad. I mean, they used to do, obviously, touring car. I think they also used to do rally as well. But they definitely don't do rally anymore. Still, these are kind of the kind of cars you'll see more in the European style series. So obviously with Codemasters being a British-based company, they probably would be a little more used to these kind of cars. And they race pretty well. They're very fast. I mean, I kind of feel like the DTM cars, the modern DTM cars, ones that Mercedes and Audi and BMW run. Except obviously they're coupes, they're not full-blown racing sedans. But I'm gonna win the race. That's gonna get me 25 points. Nicely done. My teammate was no help.
That was tense.
I'll say. But on to the next race. Alright, no surprise. I'm right behind Raven West. Just as I expected.
You're running away with this one. You're top of the standings.
Not really running away with it. I mean, we've only done one race. Ooh, actually, that was pretty good. I just bumped them. They went flying back through the field. I'll take that. Haha. Suck it, Raven West. Wee bit of aggression. Something more than to ya. Alright, so doing pretty well on this. I qualified third, obviously. My last lap was my best lap, thankfully. The problem is that I was having some trouble during getting these last two corners. Very hard to kind of nail down because you're going very fast and you have to brake early. They're very sharp corners too, so like right now, I'm gonna dive down. There we go. I still have my lead, I think. Aaron West guy's caught back up, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But I'm out in front, and we got 4 laps to this bad boy. This is where I'm worried. I'm worried about this corner because I think the Aaron West guys are going to take it. Oh, no, actually, they didn't take it much faster than I did. I thought they would go flat out through there, like some kind of kamikaze move, but I guess not. Okay, and a little bit of off-road excursion there. So of course we're doing Red Bull Ring backward. Not the way it was meant to be run at all. So sure, you don't want to race these tracks backward in real life because they have obviously all their safety stuff, their barriers where they put the cranes and medics are all configured to running a track in one specific direction. And if you're running backwards, you run into the possibility of hitting a wall or something that's not really protected. And I don't know why these are just simple Armco barriers. You'd think they'd be a little bit something stronger? I don't know. I guess maybe in the sports cars world, Armco's fine enough, but I really wish that more tracks. I know it's really expensive too, but I really wish more of them would get the safer barriers on there just for driver safety. I mean, the stuff, it's been working in NASCAR for years now. It's working in IndyCar as well because they share a lot of the same track, that's why. But it works, and I know a lot of the Formula One tracks are very long, very large tracks. I mean, like, can you imagine putting up all kinds of safer barriers in, Spa or something with, what is that, 4 or 5 kilometers worth of safer barrier? I mean, I know some people will say, well, it's actually, maybe more like 6, but You know, a lot of people will say, well, you know, Talladega has that stuff, and it does. So it's kind of easy to do it on an oval because you're using the same shape. You don't have to make specific parts that are for turns in one direction or in the other direction, or you know, have to worry about wrapping it around a hairpin bend or something like that. So that's why I think a lot of the F1 tracks, especially the older ones, use the runoff areas instead. But those aren't really safe. So I'm a big fan of driver safety, and I would love to see some tracks too. I mean, others you can't. Obviously, Monaco being a temporary street circuit, especially one as tight as that, where you don't have a lot of space already. Oh, what the hell? Really? Okay. But you know, oh, okay, so they're gonna hit each other. That's fine with me. Got one more lap, but you know, obviously it's a place like Monaco where every single little area of the track that you can have is great. You really don't want to lose even a couple more inches of track. I don't think that would really help much with the passing at all. And plus, usually, actually, I'll take that back. There have been some rather serious incidents at Monaco, but much less so like you know, a high-speed track like say a Suzuka or something like that would be. I think it'd be a good candidate for having these kind of barriers installed. These more protective barriers, especially since we've had, you know, several instances where people going through 130R. I know 130R, they've reprofiled it. They've changed the. I think what they did is they went and changed the sand trap to actually be it's a tarmac runoff now, so you don't have the problem where cars catch the sand trap, go flying into the wall or something. But you know, I could see like 130R possibly could definitely use something like that, or even something like the first curves, heading up to the S curves, and I'm gonna win. But you know, just food for thought. I don't know why some of these tracks are still having safety regulations from the 70s. Yeah, I did all right. We're up 7 points. My teammate's not helping. Obviously, team standings, we're not going to win that. We did get a lot of points. Here we go. We're slowly creeping toward that level 9. We'll get to it. What a shock. I'm on pole at Austin. Who would have thunk that, right? I mean, it's not like I'm winning every single time I come out here. And by the way, I beat him by 2 seconds on qualifying, so. But just run my race. This should be okay. Okay. Teammate push. Oh my goodness. Really? Oh my goodness, that was such a jerk move. There you go. It's definitely pulling out a little bit ahead there. That's good. I kind of wonder where I'm going to pull my 2 seconds out from. Where am I faster in these Raven West guys? It's got to be one section of the track. Maybe it's the S curves where I'm just faster now. The stadium section maybe is it. Oh, nope. A little too close to the curb. There we go, much better. Go. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Make this too hard on ourselves. So watch this. I bet this is where I'm gonna start to pull out ahead of him. Yep, I can already see it. Definitely pull the gap out on there. Get through those S curves up the turns 2 through 5 section. That's where it's fastest, I think. Nicely done. 128. Can go a little bit faster though. Qualified in 127s. know what to do. So they're taking this corner a little faster than I am, but I'm taking like the rest of the track. So I'll lose that one corner on speed if I can win the rest of the track. And I'm gonna win this section definitely. There we go, and probably up here through the stadium complex, which is based off the, I think I mentioned this, based off the Hockenheim Ring Stadium complex. That's why they look a little bit similar. So here we go onto the big long back stretch, but it's not really big and long because we're gonna make a right here. My car is handling very nicely. Not very loose. That was not helpful. Whatever, I didn't take too much of a penalty, I guess. There we go, pulling out a little bit ahead. So he's kind of catching up on me a little bit too. So I should be a little wary of the gaps, making sure I'm pulling away from them, not letting them catch up to me, even if it's by a tenth or 2/10 of a second.
You've set the fastest lap this
There we
race.
go. There you go, nicely done. Into that last turn. On this turn, I'm just gonna. By the way, on the left there, actually, normally it'd be on my right. That is the weird towery thing. Is the observation tower, and you can actually go up in it. It's like about 200. I think it's 200 feet tall. It's really tall. That's all I know. It's really tall and it overlooks the entire track. You like see everything from one end to the other from up there. I've seen pictures from up there. It's really cool. I'd love to go there if I ever go to Austin. And speaking of that, I might need to think about going to the U.S. Grand Prix this year. I do have some extra time, and I won't be going to San Diego probably, unless there's a pressing need for me to go. But I could probably go to Austin. I have friends who live down there, so obviously I'd see if I could crash on their couch. Maybe I would actually hang out with them. My goodness, Nihon being sociable. But it's a possibility. So here we are, lap 3. And the one thing I do like, actually, you can see the airplane there in the background. Normally I've kind of been critical about, oh, we need to have something in the background, so we have an airplane. The airport, Austin, their international airport is right kind of in the direction that plane is coming from, so that's a nice little touch that they got that right at Codemasters. So let me go through this triple apex section again. Back into the stadium area. Very simple, very easy. He's actually keeping up with me, it's pretty good. My teammate's 15th though, great. And I mentioned driver safety in the last video. I know I've talked about it, but a lot of these newer tracks are running with the runoff areas that have, like you saw Yas Marina, tracks like that, where they have the colorful stuff here, like the red sections. Those are the rougher tarmac areas, and actually like the red is kind of like a little bit rough, and the blue is like really rough when you get off into the super rough stuff. Okay, that's not good. I'll let them catch up a little bit. That's kind of what they're doing to replace the sand traps nowadays. It's kind of like how on the side of the road they started putting in those rumble strips so that you keep you awake. It's kind of the same idea, but with tires. There we go. There we go. Nicely done. So we are 76 points because we got the pole. That's right. So we're 11 up on the other guy. Way behind. Team. Go. More points. Hooray.
You're in position 3, and your
Yep.
teammate is 16th.
Third place. Could have been better qualifying. Teammate 16th. Could have been much better qualifying. Oh. So let me see if I can't. behind these gents, and there we go. Oh, nope. 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 Alright, so that's one. Let's see if I can catch the other one here. He's got a good head start on me now. Speed. Somebody spun. Here we go. Alright, so I'm kinda just trying to keep up with them. But just get a good spot where I can pull in this close. This might be it. Here we go. Pull a little bit closer. Setting them up here. I'm gonna go. Wait, went outside. I'm gonna go inside. Might not have been the best move, but just let them know I'm there.
You've got a good position going into the
I'm
second
in
lap.
13th now, huh? Yeah, I am in a pretty good position too. So I'm gonna. Ooh, okay. I guess I brake a little bit later than they do. It was unintentional. Oh, okay. But, yeah, I did catch up to him quite a bit there. So I have a shot coming out of this corner. Try and catch him if I can. So we're definitely a lot closer. He's going to brake sooner. So I got to check up a little bit. Go. Dive inside, dive inside. Oh, okay. So, again, the AI should have known I was there. I mean, I dove inside, yes, but he should have checked his mirrors and known that I was coming there. I swear, this game likes to race on rails way more than it should. And I don't know if I like that or not. At least he's trying to get around me. So I'm gonna cut inside, take his line, and nope. What was that? Jeez.
You've set the fastest lap this race.
Here we go. Nicely done. He's gonna brake a little bit sooner. I should probably brake a little bit sooner, to be honest. Should pick around 175 maybe next lap. We'll try that out. We'll see if that works. It doesn't really matter either. It's gonna be the last lap, last race. No wait, there's 2 more races after this with the Peugeots. So it's gonna be at least the last lap. I don't know if I necessarily need to worry so much about where I brake as long as I don't go off the track too much. Oh, I heard that guy. It's very excited. Very, very excited to be watching the racing cars. It's a true fan. There you go. I wonder which person on the dev team that is who provided that voice sample. It's always got to be someone on the dev team. Just some guy like, hey Frank, why don't you come on over here and give us a whoa-ho. A couple whoa-hos, you know. I really doubt they had, you know, $5,000 worth of budget just for audience noises. Alright, we brought in Sir Patrick Stewart. We're going to have him read fan reactions. This is totally worth the money, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Good. Whew, okay. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna do that, right? If they did, they should advertise it, because they sure as hell didn't advertise if they had some famous people doing it, like Christopher Lee is everybody watching the race in Grid Autosport. Hey, Christopher Lee might do it too. Dude's a very, very active actor for someone his age. Did he just say, oh my god? He's like, oh my god! I'm watching a car go by. It's definitely not a professional voice actor. There we go. Nicely done, and we just gotta get through this corner. And just the... no. A little bit more breaky. There we go, that's fine. I'm just gonna take this corner. As long as I don't pass us here, we're good. Alright, so we're clear. Clear to the end. Nicely done. And another win.
Aaron Wesley will be replaying that over and over. Great win.
Oh, a little aggression at the end there, huh? Oh. Nicely done. Ooh, wow. That Leonardo Ricci guy ran a 120. It's a fast lap. We got 101 points. Doing alright. Got a lot of points. And working on it. We're getting there. We're getting there.